This is a story from our teacher, Miss Cavalier. There were no gay or trans kids in my high school. That's what everyone thought, at least. It was the 90s, and all the kids would casually toss around insults without an afterthought.
You're gay.
This class is gay.
This pencil is gay.
It was everywhere. And no one saw the harm in it. So when Peter Geraldino died from suicide just months before his graduation, the real harm started to sink in. I remember it so clearly. It was a week before exams, and they announced it on the school loudspeakers. Nobody knew what to say. We just sat in stunned silence. In the days following, word got out that he left a note. In the last moments of his life, he had wanted to come out to his parents. He was a quiet kid, and I'm sure he was always listening. Every casual insult that was tossed around had been heard by Peter. He left a note, wanting us to finally hear him. Everyone thought there weren't any gay kids, not at my high school. But there have always been gay kids, trans kids, queer kids, and there always will. Queer kids will always find a way to come out. Some will come out to their parents and feel loved. Others will abandon their parents in search of love. And some will leave a note and an empty space of regrets of how we could have loved them better.
Good times for a change. See the look I've had can make a good man turn bad. So please, 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 let me.
These are self-defense tips I found online.
Studies show that it's difficult for many assailants to commit violence against victims that they view as people.
Step 1. Try to stay as calm as you can. If someone is pointing a weapon at you, don't shout at them, scream, or make sudden movements. Take deep, slow breaths and avoid thinking panic thoughts.
Step 2. Make eye contact with them to humanize yourself. If possible, mention your family, a hobby, or other personal characteristics. Do your best to get them to acknowledge you as a human being.
Try saying, I have 2 daughters and a spouse, and I need to get home to them tonight. Reminding them that you're a person with a life to live can make it more difficult for them to hurt you.
HB 121 and HB 122.
I'm Jude, I'm 17, I live uptown, and I have a dog. Her name is Zoka.
My name is Ava Kreitziger. My sister Claire is my role model. My favorite movie is The Sound of Music.
My name is Camille. I'm 18, and I was born in Alabama, but had to evacuate Hurricane Katrina.
My name is Jack Burrow, and I'm 18 years old. I graduated high school in 55 days.
My name is Violet, and I'm 17. I grew up in New Jersey, and I wanted to get close to my grandmother.
My name is Trey Meyer. I am the child of Shane and Christine Meyer. I dream of being an architect, and I love playing D&D.
I'm Amelia. I have a little brother named Quinn and a dog named Ellie. I go on walks when I'm nervous.
Wait, my name is Sia Moon. I'm only 15 years old and I want to be a journalist when I grow up.
I'm Baldwin, I'm 18, I'm about to graduate high school, and I bike to school every day.
Hi, I'm Rowan. I'm 17 years, 3 months, and 5 days old. I dream of being a teacher.
My name is Vincent Duran. The first word I said as a baby was hat. My favorite band is the Beatles.
I'm Carter. I'm 17. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. My favorite fruit is biscuit.
My name is Sanvi. I have a little brother and a dog named Snoopy. I want to be a doctor when I grow up. Ever since I was 8 years old, me and my best friend, Swati, would jam out to the song Riptide by Vance Joy. Despite its odd elementary school mood, me and Swati sang it every year without fail. It was our gay anthem, even if it wasn't a queer song in the slightest, and we sang it proudly. Swati and I realized we were queer when we were 12, and we came up with a seemingly errorless plan to come out during our family's New Year's party. The so-called perfect plan was to kiss on New Year's Day at midnight in front of our families and then deliver a badly written speech declaring our queerness. The speech wasn't even a speech. It was 2 sentences about liking each other, characteristically adding in a Riverdale reference with Cheryl and Tony. As the clock neared midnight on that fateful New Year's Eve, we kicked off the evening with our usual rendition of Riptide. With me on the guitar and Swati singing alongside me, our voices filled the room with a mixture of off-key notes and laughter. But when the moment of truth arrived, all we could do was look at each other and burst into laughter. The kiss we planned, the speech we rehearsed, it all seemed so unnecessary at that moment. Instead, we spent the night wrapped up in each other's warmth, listening to Riptide with a deep appreciation for our bond. Looking back, I can't help but wince at the thought of the embarrassing plans we made to prove our queerness to our families. I'm also grateful that we didn't go through with it. If that were on video, I'd have to change my name and move to Norway. We didn't need a staged kiss or a poorly written speech to validate our love. Riptide and the laughter we shared that night were proof enough.
Running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you sing your song, and I got a lock in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie back?
Ever since I was little, I have always wanted to be fabulous. As a 5-year-old, I'd watch Dancing with the Stars, see the sparkly dresses, and be filled with envy. I adored colorful makeup, clothing, sparkles, twinkle toes, all of that. I remember when I was 7 or 8, I went to this local costume shop with my dad when I saw the most beautiful and enticing thing I'd ever laid my eyes upon. A pair of rainbow angel wings. I begged my dad for them, and he eventually conceded, whispering some joke to his friends, of which I had no clue what the context was. They were just pretty wings. Rainbow was my favorite color. Then in the 7th grade, I came out to my immediate family as queer, and they were not surprised. My dad said something along the lines of, "I know you're gay, Camille, look at your haircut." He was not and is not homophobic, but he hasn't always been the most up-to-date on queer issues. One night, however, in what I now see is a moment of divine intervention, he showed me the movie Hedwig and the Angry Inch. In the first scene, it felt like all of the air had just been taken out of my lungs. The genderqueer character of Hedwig is performing the opening number, her wig glued perfectly into place, her face angular yet feminine, the lyrics decrying that she dares you to try and tear her down. For the next hour and 45, my focus did not waver once. As her story progressed, my heart beat and my stomach turned with a fervor that I'd only ever experienced when I first laid eyes on those rainbow angel wings. But for the first time, I felt something else too. I felt understood. By the end of the movie, my eyes sparkled with realization, and rainbow wings were like coming out of my back. It was crazy. And finally I had seen this representation of gender that had never been shown to me before. And I felt free. By the end of the movie, Hedwig does not laugh or giggle in joy. She doesn't throw a sigh of relief. There's no smiling at all, but it is a moment of complete and pure levity at her rejection of gender binaries. And as their wings grew, so did mine.
My nature is of an endless abyss inside a blinding expanse. My nature is of a raging inferno surrounding a windswept tundra. I am Father, Son, Holy Ghost. I am Mother, Maiden, Crone. I sing in choirs above and dance in circles below. I am wrath, lust, envy, greed, pride, sloth, and gluttony. I am patience, chastity, kindness, charity, humility, diligence, and temperance. My nature goes by many names, but can never be given any one title. I dream of a world where a trans person is just a person. I dream of a world where a gay couple is just a couple. I dream of a world where queer kids are just kids. I believe you dream of a similar world, but what I see is a much darker reality. You will take away people's identities, while I want to embrace them. You will sweep history under the rug, while I want to teach it to everyone. You will build up walls between us, and I want to knock them down. Every step you take to destroy my dream only strengthens my resolve. Every attempt to douse my fire only makes it burn hotter. My dream is inevitable, an immovable object, and yours is only a temporary obstacle in my way. Gilgamesh, Achilles, Hyacinthus. No matter how long the Dark Ages last, the Renaissance will still come. Hope is inevitable. Love is unavoidable. Life is unkillable. My dream will become reality. Yours will turn to dust and fall by the wayside.
I can picture a future so soft and kind that there is no end in sight. I dream. I want queer kids to grow up in a world which cherishes them, a world where they are safe. I want them to know that they do not have to hide who they are. I want them to learn who fought for them, who died, and who was killed for their rights. I want them to hear names like
Marsha P. Johnson,
Harvey Milk,
Leslie Feinberg,
Audre Lorde,
and so many others in school. I can see this world. I dream. So I will fight for this world. I will do whatever I can to bring this into existence, even if it means I am kicking and screaming like a toddler. If it means I have to shout until I cannot. If it means I have to be covered in scrapes and bruises, I will chase a world that loves.
The nightmares are coming back. I feel like a fool for thinking they would go away. But I guess the thing about fear, it is never disassembled. In my dream, I die without living. In my dream, I am 7 years old. The sink is full of dirty dishes. My father is laying bent on the couch. But his anger is something that cloys my chest. It presses down, trying to stop my heart from beating. A man on the TV is saying something about defunding my school. A senator of Oklahoma says that his constituency is one of faith, but what he means to say is that faith is the antonym of filth, that good is the antonym of queer. The dream doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop with the bruises or the boy who is so gentle is often mistaken for a girl. In the dream, there's a disease eating away at me. I don't know what it is, what it wants from me. I have a secret I'm always trying to keep. I'm always praying. Who wants to grow up in a house in a state that hates you so much, all they want is for you to hate yourself. That is the cruelest form of violence I can imagine.
I don't even know if I want kids.
He dreams.
Because as much as I can imagine a life where I have it all, I can also imagine a life where my child would be forced to grow up in a world even more rigid than I do.
It is the violence that tells little girls that they are a danger to other little girls. It is the violence that tells little boys that they do not deserve to be touched, to be loved, to be held. It is the violence that tells little kids that they have done something wrong.
A world where my child's teachers cannot share who they love, where libraries are infected with censorship, a world where trans kids still get murdered and it's ruled as suicide.
They didn't do anything wrong.
How can I subject a child to that? No matter how much love I can give them, I will not be able to protect them from a world that hates them.
I didn't do anything wrong. I keep searching for proof that something is wrong with me. I asked my mom if I was mean to other little kids when I was little. I asked my teachers what they would do if I just up and disappeared. I'm always on the brink of just up and disappearing. It's like there's this big black hole coming towards me. And it's getting closer and it's screaming my name. And it's just staring at me. This big black hole staring at me. It's right in front of me. It's getting closer. Have you ever felt like that?